You know when people say that two characters resemble each other or act the same? Well, we got two characters that pretty much would give off the same energy or become two people that you might have to deal with. Two people. That's not good. That's not good for the government. Alright, jumping onto this chapter, which is One Piece chapter 1118, titled Being Free. Now, what does that mean? Well, we're about to get into it. Now, where we left off, last chapter, the Iron Giant got flung, was getting beat up, more like it, returned to scrap by the elders. The elders, or the 5 elders, four out of the 5 elders was jumping the Iron Giant. The Iron Giant was giving off the broadcast signal that York picked up and revealed to the all the 5 elders. So now the 5 elders was like, okay, let's go take out the Iron Giant first. Then we can deal with the other shit that's going on right now. Which 4 out of 5, mind you, Samurai Ghani is handling the Straw Hats or fighting the Straw Hats, Zoro supposedly, and 4 out of 5, like I said before, are facing the Iron Giant or trying to stop the broadcast immediately. If that broadcast stops, that means that's one check mark off their list. Now they have to deal with the other crisis at hand, which is the Straw Hats, the Giants, which I think after all of this, they have the government and the 5 elders will have a lot of things to explain to the world, but they don't know that they killed Vegapunk. One of the 5 elders contributed to the killing of Vegapunk, and Kizaru did, unfortunately. Which we don't know what Kizaru is doing right or with what his emotional state, but I'm pretty sure he's feeling guilty as what transpired and what he did. Mind you, he contributed to or dealt the final blow to Vegapunk, because we all knew that. But anyways, now the Iron Giant in this chapter is, like I said, is being pummeled to scrap heap and it is sinking down to the depths of the ocean. 5 elders have now dealt with the Iron Giant, and it says, "Where did you go, Joy Boy? I wanted our paths to cross. You are here, right, Joy Boy? How strange, how very strange." Now, the Iron Giant did say, "Oh, I sense Joy Boy not done." So, what reason is there? Because Luffy's not in his Gear 5th form. That's if the Iron Giant knew Luffy was in his Gear 5th form, the Iron Giant would immediately take Luffy's side. I don't know what power the Iron Giant wields to awaken his true power to help Luffy to get away from the Elders and Egghead and the Marines. All of that. But we're about to see. Or next chapter. I hope so. I hope the Iron Giant comes back up to the surface and helps Luffy and Bonney and the rest of the Straw Hats and the Iron Giants go up the island, because that will be interesting. Because to the next page, the Marine sees one of the elders and gets frightened. One of them says, "Now what the hell is that? A giant boar? Mammoth? What's the deal with this crazy island?" And now that the Marines seen one of the elders, which they don't know that is one of the 5 elders, like, oh shit. He said, "Well, this is going to be a big mess to clean up, but here we go." Now, cutting back to the round of other world, everybody else is wondering, why did the broadcast suddenly cut off? And one of the crowd said he was cut off mid-sentence. So what did Vegapunk was going to say about the Will of D? Now, everybody's leaning towards, well, who could have committed? He did say Vegapunk committed grave sins, or committed sins, a bunch of sins. Now, someone in the crowd, don't tell me someone had him killed. He did say he committed grave sin, but the government wouldn't just erase him, would they? And it dawned on some of the people, it's like, well, if they did happen, if the government killed him, that would have been a big blow to all the technology that the Vegapunk would have on. Then again, they do have York. That's leverage, I guess. Now that I think about what could have killed a genius like Vegapunk in the first place, we all know what happened during the skirmishes. We had a traitor, we had an elder, and then an admiral. Not the vice admiral, mind you. One of the admiral, as in 3 admirals. 3 currently sitting in the throne. Now, you get why. Now, this was back in Alabasta. They're all wondering this too. They couldn't believe their ears, like, oh, Straw Hat Luffy. I mean, he's the only person that saved this country. Alabasta, where Vivi, he protected Vivi. So everybody else is wondering around the world too. It's like, nah, it couldn't be. Now, what it cuts back to Rebecca and the rest. So it really was Luffy land. And Rebecca's like, come on, no, you're wrong. Okay, he wouldn't do that. That's not his personality, for one thing. Now, it did dawn on Rebecca. Well, never mind. But everybody that Luffy met, they know Luffy by heart and personality. Now, he isn't that kind of person. They know all the Straw Hat. That it did. Except for the new ones. Except for the new ones they don't know about. Currently, when Luffy visited one of those all that Luffy met, later on became an allies, you know Luffy that he is a bad guy, especially Vivi that traveled with the Straw Hats crew and is part of the Straw Hat currently. I won't say currently. They know that Luffy isn't. They know he wouldn't do something. They know it. They know it. They knew it. He isn't that kind of person. We'll see how the rest is. Anyways, coming back to Egghead, when the elders contacts York, what's up? How many of the Vegapunk survive? York responds, other than myself, the others, you got Lilith and Atlas that are currently alive, and they're running with the Straw Hats and the Giants. Now, one of the elders, shall we eliminate them? Yes. Punk Records appears to have been programmed to function and grow even after the Stella's termination. We can benefit from it through York. So York, remember, York, as you remember, is a traitor. Everybody should know this. It's been stated. York was a traitor. She wanted to be a dragon, which I don't know why you want to become a celestial dragon, because since they are literally the embodiment of evil, down to earth evil. So we don't know about that. Hopefully it doesn't escalate to that. York is a part of that little skirmish and evil doing the shit that she's doing. She is, so God help. Anyways, they agreed that it's about time we tie other geniuses on nothing but loose ends. It's about time we wipe them out. Now that we got the broadcast out the way, the Iron Giant, all right, scratch that off the list. Time to take care of the other shit. So the rest of the 4 out of 5 elders decide to go eliminate the Giants, mind you, and the Straw Hats. Now they got the main subject or main goal out the way. Now coming back to the Giants, where they about to escape. Now Giants got on the ship, set sail, and everybody say, yeah, okay, let's get out of here. And with Luffy, Dory, and Broggy on the ship too, we're hopping on too. And now all the Giants are now, including the Straw Hats and Bonney, Sanji too, thank God, with Vegapunk, he's practically dead. I mean, he dead right now. Other than I wouldn't say Vegapunk is not dead, not yet. Well, considering how Vegapunk took a leg stab from Saturn to the back, and another laser to the back in the same spot, mind you, isn't looking good. But like I said on my other videos leading up to this point, if Vegapunk survives, if he does, if he survives those 2 attacks, stab with the leg and Saturn's attack and Kizuru's laser attack. I mean, unless he planned this all the time, we just been fooled the whole entire chapter, and Oda's just trying to, Vegapunk ain't dead, hopefully. But then again, we don't. Now, said going back on track, whoa, so this is a giant ship. It's so huge. Where's Usopp? Isn't he here? What about Chopper? Cutting back to on the land, Egghead, you see Doll and Bluegrass, Vice Admiral, Mechanical, whatever the hell, Giraffe, turn into children, well, kids, basically. And now they are helpless because they can't do nothing, like reverted to a kid, literally, where Bonnie's power. Now she said, you Marines are gonna be in hot water for letting me get. That is a big doubt. You got the 5 elders on. That's not good. Not good at all. What else? Now, how are they gonna bring up giants? Well, speaking of giants, giants, yeah, a giant bird is heading in the direction. Is one of the 5 elders. Like just saying. You think they got the Iron Giant? Now they gotta deal with the Straw Hats and clean up the rest of the shit. So Sanji sees this, another elder. They're really coming after us now, huh? Yeah, because they dealt with the broadcast and the Iron Giant is on now. Now, Luffy, on the other hand, is on the ship. And I mean on the ship, literally. One of the chefs of the giant warrior pirates serving Luffy meals for him to get his strength back. Even Luffy said himself, "Oh my, you must sorry, I gotta fill up now. Just cook some more for later." And you remember before when Luffy got out of his Gear 5th, he said, "I'm hungry right now," because Gear 5th does burn a lot of energy. Not just normal energy, it burns a lot out. So right now he needs to get back all that energy, get full again, eat more, so he can have enough power to fight off the 5 elders for the time being, which I don't know how long he needs, but Gear 5th isn't like a long last. It's basically Gear 3rd, well, Gear 2nd mostly. He's definitely on a time per se. Anyways, one of the elders starts attacking. One of the giant warrior pirates ends up blocking a flame attack coming from the elders, and one of them said, "Protect the little people," and they're doing that, but it's the elders are too strong. We don't know the power level of elders at this. We don't, so that's a concern. All right, now one of the ships caught on fire, so they're trying to escape and fight off the elders, and then something else is the Marines are following them too. So you got three things to worry about: fire on the ship that caught on fire, the elders, and now the Marine ships that's trying to follow you and shoot you. And come on now, the Straw Hats in this arc got it really rough because they got a lot of shit to deal. Now, one of the Marines says, "What the? Is that a bird monster?" Now, they say that one of giants went down. I owe you one. Thanks for having our backs, giant. It's blistering. Let's move, Vegapunk and Daddy. They'll burn. I'll carry. Like I said, I mean, I get Kuma, Bonnie's father, Kuma. But why Vegapunk? He's not even a... Well, saying that, because he probably may be alive. Who knows? Only Inaru knows. Get it? Because he's a god. Anyways, yes, there's no ignoring these monsters. If they can fly, they can chase us to the ends of the world. That's not a bad idea. I mean, let them sit there. Let's see how long can they last. The 5 elders versus the giants on Elbaf. That's fun. Now, one of the elders says, "Not a single one of you will be permitted to escape or leave." And another thing, one of the panels, the whole ocean starts to quake or earthquake. It's another earthquake. However, it's not an earthquake that that's everybody made it seem as it is. Luffy gets up and says, "All right, my belly's full. Let's go." And no way is what we heard true. Or the sea levels real still rising. This is bad. That everybody says, everybody's thinking, sea levels are rising. Really still rising. We don't know that. That's probably Luffy's power at work. Or that might be the earthquake that everybody's talking, making sea levels rise. But we don't know that. It's either the sea levels rising or Luffy's ability is kicking in. Literally. Actually, is the water bounce? Can water really be... That's a cartoon logic right there. Can the water be bouncy? Can be rubber. Water be rubber. That's gonna be interesting. I'll wait till the end of this chapter. Anyway, Luffy tells Bonney, and she says, "Oh wow, Nika. Again, I got no idea what you're talking about," because Luffy doesn't know. Basically, JoyBoy himself. Very carnated. However, everybody's realizing and say, "You know what? I like this beat." And Luffy, pay attention to this, fam. Now, we all know how Luffy's ability, right? We all know that the fight between Luffy's Gear 5th and Kaido's fight was significantly like, okay, what the hell's up with Luffy's ability? Now, I want you to take that and double it to triple the max. So you got not one, but double the trouble. Anyways, before I get to that, now Luffy says, "Come on, don't you want to blow these guys out of the water?" And Bonney says, "I couldn't keep up with you in that form, honestly." And she brings up, Luffy brings up, "Of course you can. I don't know how your powers work, but I'm sure you've got this." Now, Bonnie's realizing, oh, that's just how I look when I'm interesting. Now, Bonney copies this, and she says, gets an idea. She says, "Distorted future. Give me a future where I'm totally free." Now, before this, it says, Kuma says, "You can rest now, Jenny. I swear I'll raise her well. And Luffy says, "That's the spirit, Bonney." And she says, "Yeah." And now going to Gore, all the Gore says, "I sense something is amiss. We must hurry." And the other people looking at this like, what the hell are they? Whoa, two nigga, two Gear 5th sun gods? And Bonney says, "I did it. They've become albino giant." Now, one of the Gorosei, one of the elders sees it, who's like, "Oh, fuck. What the hell?" Now, at the end, it says, "Let's do this." And cut into the bottoms of the ocean. The Iron Giant reacts. There you are. Two warriors running amok. Now, as I said before, I want you to take Luffy's Gear 5th ability and double that. Now, you have Luffy, you have Bonney. Now take Bonnie's devil fruit into consideration. Right now she can do anything with that devil fruit. Now she doesn't realize, I don't know how her power, but I think I got a vague of how her power works. I believe she can copy anything she sees or any future she sees. And now she got, boom, now you got Gear 5th Bond loose. When I say on the loose, that's, oh boy. Now as I said, oh goodness, chapter end, by the way. I want you to think about this. If Bonney joins Luffy's crew, the government just realizing this, and here's my final thoughts on this chapter and say that. But anyways, realize that you got not one, but two Gear 5ths or two sun gods to deal with. When I say you got two people of the same ability, nonsense they can do, cartoonish nonsense, you got two people to deal with. Yeah, I'm betting Eam, because I don't know how good Eam's senses. If he senses two of those damn things, sun god Nikas, he was like,
"What the hell was that? Oh hell no, there's two of them? Oh well, shit. I don't know what to do about this. I mean, it's two sun gods. I didn't expect this to happen. Oh shit."
And I'm betting that 5 elders was like sensing something. I bet you if all 5 conversions see this clusterfuck of 2 devil fruit users, 2 sun gods, by the way, they're gonna like,
what the hell is this? I mean, I didn't expect this to happen.
This is what Saturn might say. I was like, what?
I didn't expect this to happen.
I mean,
all I gotta do is kill Vegapunk and Bonney and Straw Hat, and that was it.
But this led to point A disaster to point D, Z, all the way about it. It went down the hill. I'm betting Saturn was probably in his head was thinking when he arrived at Egghead, was like, "Oh,
we could wrap. I won't have to use a true power."
As soon as he got to that top, his plan started to derail, and once he sees the 2 devil fruit users, Gear 5th people, his confidence is like,
well, shit, that was a fuck up. That was even worse.
Another thing, now that they broadcast is offline, people around the world cannot tell or listen to what Vegapunk was going to say about the Will of D. Everybody else is wondering about that, including Dragon, Sabo, Beppo, including because Law has the D in his name. And I'm pretty sure Shanks probably doesn't know, but it would be interesting for him to know. And I'm betting the rest of the Goldie Rogers crew want to know what the D said. I'm betting that, I don't know if Rayleigh knows, Crocus. They've been with Roger ever since, and I don't think they questioned Roger's initial to the point where, "Oh, your name's Goldie Roger, but why did you name your son Portgas D Ace or Goldie Ace per se?" We don't know why Ace kept his Portgas D Ace. Anyways, Portgas D Ruse too. That's another one too. But now that everybody wants to know what the D, basically what I'm trying to say. But now that's out the window. I mean, now they got a whole ass new problem the government have to face. Two people that can enter Gear 5th form. 2 God Nikas that can enter this. Mind you, this is impossible. However, you got Bonnie's fruit, like I said, to consider. And I bet the government doesn't know. Just saying, they don't know what abilities Bonney has, but god damn it got her to use Luffy's form. For some reason I can picture how this fight will go down. I mean, this is going to be next chapter is going to be the funniest shit I would ever see in any One Piece chapter. Really? I mean, you got Gear 5th and now Gear 5th Bond. Cartoon logic and it's a powerful thing, but it's not something you should be messing with, especially when people can break the laws of physics and everything else is out like every other Looney Tune bunch of shit. So we'll see what we already know what Luffy can do, the crazy shit he can do. Let's see what Bonney can this power. I'm very interested in what she in terms of turning people from old people down to all the way to an infant. Can she do what Luffy can now that she's in this form? It's a big question. Now I know everybody kind of thinks like, oh well, of course she can do that. We'll see though. I mean, she probably can take Luffy's form, what Luffy can do, and bump it up to extreme, like balls out the walls, bunch of techniques that Luffy can. Another thing is I want to point out that water earthquake that appeared in the ocean. Is that Luffy making? Can water be rubber? Can water be rubber? Comment down below. Can water be rubber? That would be funny shit to see, because if the ground is rubber, can you make the ocean rubber? I know that's an out-of-pocket question. It's Luffy. It's a cartoon shit. He's in Gear 5th. He makes shit that's like does like laws of physics. As I said, shit is at the window at this. You are basically entering Looney Tunes territory. Shit is happening. Basically, what I'm trying to say. But anyways, that's all I wanted to say. But if you like this video, subscribe, like, and comment down below. Is water rubber? Can water be rubber? Interesting question. Anyways, I want your thoughts and opinions down below. Thank you for watching. See you again and see you next adventure. Laters.